Hello everyone, welcome to our online graphic design training. So we are going to get to know how to use CorelDraw to create some content, but first let's just dive in. For you to access your CorelDraw, there are two ways. I believe you already know how to open your CorelDraw. You can go to your Start menu and then scroll down to, this is Windows 10, this is latest version Windows 10. You can scroll down to where you have your program, CorelDraw. You will see it around C. So you click here and then you click on the CorelDraw, it will open. Another way is you can simply just go to Start and type CorelDraw. Is already out here, so you click and it will launch. So meanwhile, if you have it placed on your taskbar, you can click on it and it will launch. Already I have my CorelDraw open, so I'm just going to click and then we start. This is the welcome screen of your CorelDraw. So you can simply just proceed from here by clicking new document. These are my previous jobs. So you can click new document to begin, or simply click new document here on the standard toolbar. So I will just click on new document. Alright, so this is the CorelDraw user interface. You need to first of all understand how this works. Different functions for each of these tools that you can see on the screen, so that you know how to work with them. First of all, I'm going to just briefly and quickly talk about the bars that we have. Up here where you see the mouse pointer, you can see the name Untitled 1, and that's because I've not yet given a name to this file. So the title bar gives you the name of the program you are using and the file name you are working with. Okay, and if you look at the left, you see the icon, CorelDraw icon there. If you click, you can restore your screen. You can still click again and maximize. You can click here and minimize and go back to it on your taskbar. Click, come over, so the window is back. Alright, so that's some few functions you can get from clicking on the icon there on the title bar. If you come over to the right side, you have minimize, you have maximize, you have close. All these three buttons are also found here. Okay, so the next one is called the file bar, the menu bar. The menu bar. Menu bar is where you have menu commands like the file, edit, view, layout, object, effect, and the rest. As we learn further, you are going to learn how to make use of each of this menu, as they come with effect or commands that will enable you achieve some effect while you are working. This is called the standard toolbar. The standard toolbar has shortcuts that you already have on the menu bar. It has some shortcuts that you already have on the menu bar. So you can see there is new here, and the shortcut is Ctrl N. If you go to File, you will see New. So that meaning you also have the shortcuts here instead of having to go to File to click. And this is Open. You can click here to open your previous job, or you go to File and click Open. So they've been able to bring the shortcuts down, so it's easier for you to work. And then we have the Save and this is safe to open from Corel Cloud. We are not working via the cloud. So this is print. So this standard toolbar is just the bar that contains shortcuts that you already have on your menu bar. Mind you, it's not all the shortcuts, but some mostly used, frequently used shortcuts or commands are being placed on the standard toolbar. So the next one is called the property bar, where you see the pointer right now. It's called the property bar. Now this property bar is interchangeable. It changes based on currently selected object or tool. So if you are working on a different tool or a different object, the property bar is definitely going to change to enable you have control over that tool or the object. For instance, there is nothing on our screen. That's why you've been able to have where you can set your papers, because it's currently on the work layout screen. Alright, so on the property bar you have your paper size. This is where you enter custom sizes. For instance, maybe you have a specific measurement for your job, so those are custom sizes. You can decide to enter them here by simply selecting and entering your value. I'm going to press escape because I don't want it right now. So on the property bar we also have portrait and landscape. If you read through what is on the screen, turn the portrait orientation on and off. This portrait is just the way you see on the screen. It makes the document stand vertically. So if you click landscape, it turns it horizontally. So it's based on what you want to work on. And then you have current page. Apply the page size to the current page only. All pages. This is when you want to work with multiple pages. For instance, if you want all throughout your different jobs, different pages that you will create in this particular window to have the same size, so you make sure this is active. So by the time you enter the size here, or you choose a predefined size, these are predefined sizes. So if you choose predefined sizes here, they will all be the same when you come here to add different pages. But if you want that particular page, each of the pages to have different sizes, you use this, so that each page you create has its own different sizes. And here we have units. This is where you decide which unit you want to work with, which unit of measurement you want to use for your artwork. For example, this millimeters. Most time I work with inches, feet, pixels. It depends on what I'm creating. So if I'm working with creating a project for or an artwork for a website, I would definitely use pixels, because website uses pixels to give ratio or scale their content, their object. So if I'm working with any other job for printing, most time I use inches because I'm more familiar with inches than millimeters. So it depends on what unit of measurement you are familiar with or you are working with. You can use this. But if I'm working with a more bigger project, I use feet. Like maybe I'm working with